Hey guys, this is Ryan from TKK Collector. I want to talk a bit about singles and trade-in for store credit and sealed product. So one of the things that's really great about having an online business, um, and I talked to Mason about a year ago about how to do this, is actually accepting or providing store credit for people who are trading their singles. So one of the things that you really have to be able to do with an online store is to figure out the singles market, because singles are such a great way to add to your basically to your store to make it worth coming, because people do buy singles. People do want to fill out, and people aren't going to rip for everything, obviously not. The great thing about singles is that people, it's a lot of work to sell singles. Now if you have a store, you have somewhere for people to come, you have, whether you're really good at eBay and you're able to do it, it's a lot of work if you're selling $1 or $2 singles, V's or VMAXs, or even trainer galleries. There's one thing that you can do as an individual if you don't want to trade in your stuff for store credit. You can get full market value by doing a claim sale on Facebook. And the basics of a claim sale for most of the Facebook groups is you basically say, hey, I got like these 30 or 40 cards that I want to sell. You post a picture of the card, your own timestamp with your name to show proof that you do have the card on hand, and you post the price. And people can either say claim, and the first person who claims it is the person who gets to buy that single from you, or they can make an offer. Like if they think you're asking for too much, or if they're buying a whole bunch and they want a little bit of a discount deal. With claim sales, you have to say, how much you're going to charge for shipping, whether it's a PWE, plain white envelope, or for bubble mailer, or for tracking. And I don't really recommend PWE for sending cards. It's very risky to get damaged cards from PWE. Bubble mailer is probably the way to go for low value cards, because you can wrap it in cardboard and it's only $2 for a stamp here in Canada. And tracking for anything over $50. And that's sort of what I do for my store. If you order like $7 worth of singles, I'll pop it into a bubble mailer and send it. If you order $50 or $60 in singles, I will probably use tracking and make sure it gets to you very quickly. So use expedited. Here in Canada, expedited and standard parcel is about the same. It's exactly the same cost, and it's much faster to get expedited, get your cards right away. So trade in for store credit. It's a lot of work to do a claim sale, because you could have 30 or 40 buyers throughout the duration, and which means you'll have to do 30 or 40 conversations with people in order to get the price right. You'll need to do 30 or 40 sets of cardboard for you to send all those singles that someone bought. So it's a lot of work. It's worth it. You can get market for your cards if you do a Facebook claim sale. But on the other side, if you trade into a store for store credit, you're basically saying, okay, I'll take 65% of the value of these cards for store credit towards my next booster box, my next, even my own, even the singles that I need. And the store credit is great because you're sort of saying, here's a lot of work to the store in an exchange for all that work that I would previously have to do. I just pass it to you and it's done. Very quick, one transaction with a store. Whereas if you're doing a claim sale or you're doing it on Facebook, you're doing 30 or 40 transactions, or as many as one per card if people aren't claiming a bunch of cards. So we do this at Poker Chalet, and it's been very good for both people getting the sealed product that they want, and also people and us getting singles, because when you pay 65-75% of store credit, you're essentially giving future sale. So someone may, add up and make the difference with a booster box purchase, or trade in a whole bunch and you put them on sale. Now, there's a longer time before you can take and convert your singles that you take in store credit to actual money. So someone buying sealed product, they spend $100, you get that $100. If they trade in for $100 worth of store credit, they get their booster box, or they get their product. But now you have to take those 100 or however many singles that you got from the trade-in, and you have to go and you have to put them on the website, You have to price them all, you know, with, yeah, I guess plus above 65% of what you paid for them. Um, I don't currently use Binder POS. Um, I don't like the concept, and I think this is, I don't like the concept of um, having to do mint near mint on all my cards. I try to say anything that's not near mint, I'll take and run separately as light play or whatever it is, but I don't use Binder PS. My website, I take a photo and I put it online. I've actually been working on some software that will allow me to do this a lot quicker. So a little bit of image recognition. I think it's what people have for TCG Player apps and for other apps to be able to scan your card. I'm working on doing that and making my own tool for capturing the card image, putting it up as, you know, whether it's Evolving Scholar, whatever the set number is, do a little bit of image recognition on the set number and make it easier for myself to manage and update inventory with the click of a button. So I'm working on that software on the side. It's a lot to do as one person, but it might be worth it if I get it working. What else? So you've traded in all these singles, you get the product, but then as a store owner, you have a bunch of singles that you need to sell, and some of them, alt arts, rainbows, things of high value, they'll probably sell pretty quick. Um, Raw singles, they're pretty liquid. A lot of them, V cards, V maxes, trainer galleries, promo cards, they're gonna sit for a long time. You're gonna wait. It could be months before they sell. Um, it could be quick, but it could be a long time. Like I have some singles that they're priced correctly, but the right person hasn't found them yet. Now that's one of the things about online is you can make stuff searchable, and they really like taking the images of the photos and putting them up because the stock photos from Binder POS, they're not the same. You're not even seeing the card that you want. You don't get to see that beautiful, the shine and the glow in the stock photos. But anyway, it makes the shopping experience online a bit fun because you're almost like you're going through a binder when you have the actual photos of the cards to look at. Whereas when you're going through a Binder POS Shopify site, you can tell, they all have that same UI, and you can tell you're sort of seeing stock photos. It's just not as fun. Best thing about going in person is seeing the cards and flipping through a binder or looking at the cards in the case. I've replicated that online, so I've thought, hey, take the real photos. People get to see the real cards, and people enjoy shopping for the physical cards that they're looking for. I don't image every single card. Like if I have 10 if I have 10 Leafeon VMAXs, a photo of one will do, and I'll do evaluation. If there's any light play, or if there's any that are not near mint, then or minty as they say, or pack fresh as they say, then I'll mark them up differently, give them a different price. I know Binder POS takes care of all that, but I don't know. You got to see the real photo. It's the best thing about our website. Yeah, so sealed product for singles. You're basically putting all the work that it takes to sell from market onto the store, and you're taking a bit of a discount because you're not doing all that work. And if you want market value for your cards, you have to do all of the work. You have to do the claim sale. You have to do the eBay. Take a cut on those fees anyway if you're doing eBay. But yeah, we take store credit. Find out more in the next video. I think I'm going to talk a little bit about Crown Zenith and what we've done with V-Star Universe here at the Poke Chalet and Crown Zenith. Yeah, cheers.